Hello again, shipheads. Welcome back to Trek Mods. I'm still Jody. We got the Excelsior on the desk here. We're doing some things to the Excelsior. So, what I want to focus on right now is the tail end. So, I have some plans to make the tail end of this ship the most interesting part. So, what we're going to do, we got our little shuttle bay here. Just going to take that off. I've made this clear piece for the end. Just going to pop that off. So I want to put some lights in here. There's not a lot of room. That's pretty thin. So I have these tiny lights. So what I'm going to try to do is get some lights on the end of this so that it'll flow down and light this up, because I want to make like a little landing pad at the back. I don't want to have some lights in there. So what we're going to do is I want to come up with a pattern for my landing lights. So we're just going to outline what we have to work with here. Okay. Now I'm going to put this around where it's going to be. You can see I moved this forward quite a bit so that I could make some space at the back here for a little landing pad. And that is going to be .5 millimeters. So I'm just going to use this caliper here with the end. So this is where the end of our shuttle bay is going to come to. So just grab that. Let's see, that's even enough for me. So I'm just going to mark where the actual door is. So the door is here. So I want to have some like approach landing lights coming up towards the door here. But also I want to take advantage of this piece of lenticular plastic, and I want to try to have some sort of highlights around the side. So let's see. I'm going to make like a little triangle here. So what I plan to do is mark this out on the back of this, paint it to light block it, and mask off what I want to be lit. Maybe we could have a couple here. So usually on these starships we see yellow and green strips sort of heading up towards the shuttle bay door. But we have these cool curves and these angles. What if we had a strip in the center. From yellow to green. Maybe at the tip we'll have more. Oh, you know. This might be cool. That might be cool. Have that sort of Starfleet Delta backlit right at the end. I like that. Maybe some more detail in there, who knows? Don't really want to make it too busy. This door is going to be open, maybe even just partially open. Maybe I'll only cut the middle part out, just enough for a shuttle to make it in and out of there. We've got our tiny shuttle right here. Come on, shuttle. Got a plan for that. Oh, I've got a plan for that. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to start making masks for my lights for the rear landing pad here by the shuttle bay. So I'm going to use this metal heat tape just because it gives me it's going to give me a nice fine clean line. No fuss, no mess. So all I'm going to do is just trace around what I have here, and that'll make sort of an impression in the tape that I can use to cut on. I'm just narrowing this delta a little bit here. Okay, so we've got our ship here. Now what I've done is taken this little extra shuttle bay piece that was meant for here, because I'm not going to be using that. It's covered anyways by this. You only see it from the back, but I've covered that, so we don't need that there. I'm thinking of adding it in here for some little extra detail. But if we look at it this way, it's kind of sloping downwards toward the back. And I'd like that to be in line, parallel with the top of the rest of the hull. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dig in around the front area here. And I'm going to try to get that set down in there a little bit. So this is just taped down. We're going to take this off of here for now. A nice green pad here, so we got some gription. I've got this on with some two-way tape. It's looking a little slanty there. So straighten that out. Well, didn't I just put it right back in the slanty position? All right. So I think if I go to this corner, which is close to the middle, take out some material from here, I think I can tilt that back just a little bit. Pretty good. So I'm just going lightly at first. Just to kind of make a track for this. Once I have a deep enough line, I can remove the piece, and I don't know if that's going to be inside there. Tilt it back. Hey, back here. Okay, so I've scratched most of the way through this. I'm just going to use my blade here to poke the rest of the way so I get a nice smooth line. Line. Right, so I want to try to get just a little bit there. Just a bit there. I'm just going to score this a little bit across the front. I want to bend it down into there a little bit. So I can fill that little wedge, or I can cut the rest of the way around. Yeah, let's get a piece of this picture here, this plastic. Now, it's got the picture is sort of printed right on the back of it here. So we got to get rid of that first. We got a big enough piece now. Just cut it square. So I'm going to take a little bit of material out of the inside here, so just so that's not so thick, and it'll be a little bit more prominent sticking out the back there. Get that fit into. Right there, that looks nice and orange. Let's see if we can put it in place. It's in there pretty good.